Starting a custom apparel business was the best decision of my life. However, if I could go back, there's a lot of things I would change so we could grow faster, bigger, and make it a lot easier because I learned a lot of things the hard way. Here are 5 things I wish I'd known before starting my business, 1-800-tshirts.com. Pick a niche or niche, however you want to say it. It's niche in my book. When I started, I was all over the place. No matter who needed a custom apparel, we would do it. So whether it was grandma coming and getting something for her grandkids, a baseball team, a soccer club, a bar, a restaurant, a construction company, anyone that needed custom apparel, we could do it for. So we had this big wide net, but it made it really hard to speak directly to that customer base and to market effectively. Whether it's working with a small business, a sports team, a college basketball team, they all have different needs and pain points that you need to address. So not being niche down starting out made it pretty difficult to grow. And I see a lot of success in other businesses that are starting off with a highly defined niche. You've probably heard it before, the riches are in the niches. And so if I was to start off again, I would niche down into a super passionate area that I know the people, I can walk the walk and talk the talk with that customer base and go all in on just that customer base. Craft breweries, baseball teams, trail running, you name it, whatever that niche is, dial into a niche and that will start you off for success. Next one, I would have hired sooner. So we started off, it was myself and my mom, and we were sharing all the responsibilities. Then eventually we hired some other friends and family to come in part-time, stack t-shirts, get orders ready, whatever we could do. It was like an all hands on deck moment. We kept going, we kept stumbling along, just putting in long hours, just day and night and weekends, whatever it took to get the job done. After a couple of years, we started to actually hire our first part-time, then full-time employees that were not friends and family. Looking back, those first couple years, really grinding it out, we could have gotten there a lot faster by looking at the key hires that we could have made from the start and hiring them a lot sooner. All right, the next one is contracting out some of the work. So I had no clue this world even existed, but a lot of businesses, if they grow beyond the capacity of what they're able to produce in-house, they work with contract decorators. That means it might be a large factory that does screen printing or embroidery that's nearby, and they're able to handle that capacity. As we were starting out, like I said, we didn't hire anyone. I'm working around the clock, working on sales, marketing, graphic design, and printing and embroidering all of the orders ourselves. So if I was starting over again, I would have said, all right, we need to focus on creating that customer base and that foundation to build up our revenue. What I would do is really hone in on the sales and marketing, work with contract printers throughout the United States that are already professionals. They already know how to print and decorate really well. And I would partner with them to handle the production side of the business while I focus on building up our customer base with sales and marketing. I would not try to do everything. Again, this goes back to the other 2 that I talked about. It was just trying to do everything possible in the business. I would have honed in and said, all right, what are my strengths and what are my weaknesses? Am I good at production? Am I good at actually printing the shirt? Or am I great at sales and marketing? What do I love to do? What gives me energy? And then what are the things in my business that are draining my energy? So we were doing everything from the bookwork, the accounting. So you want to start looking at and identifying what gives you energy and what drains your energy, and you want to hire for or contract out the stuff that's going to drain your energy. This will allow you to focus on your strengths and grow even faster. And the last tip and the last thing I wish we could have done before getting started here was hire a consultant or join a peer mastermind group or some sort of coaching group. When I first joined the industry, these were not available. Now I'm seeing it pop up, whether it's a really active Facebook group or there's some great consultants in the industry, peer-to-peer groups, mastermind groups. When you take this and you elevate with the experience of others in the industry, other people who have a lot of experience, years of experience, of all different angles and all different parts of the business, from graphic design to production to the sales and marketing part of the business. A rising tide rises all ships up, and this would have helped us stumble through, and again, learning the hard way on a lot of things. This would have saved us a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of headaches. So I hope those 5 tips helped you out a little bit. So whether you're a beginner, you're looking at starting your own screen printing an embroidery company, or you're a seasoned veteran, one of those nuggets hopefully provides some value for you today.